What's up, Maniacs? My name is Mex. I'm a wrestling fan, a wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleManiac if you will, and today we're talking about how to book Charlotte Flair in the 2022 Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair is the Smackdown Women's Champion, has been for some time, and has not got any real challengers. She last defended that belt against Toni Storm, who no longer works for the company. When she was Raw Women's Champion, before she done the little switcheroo with Becky, she defended it against Nia Jax, who is no longer in the company. Bianca Belair also had a go, but Charlotte got herself disqualified, and of course the belt didn't change hands with a disqualification. And even as Smackdown Women's Champion, she was defending that belt a lot of the time against Sasha Banks on live events where she was beating Sasha Banks night after night after night. Charlotte Flair has no real competitors for this belt. So much so, she has entered the Women's Royal Rumble this year. And maybe that's just to give WWE some time to build the next big challenger, Charlotte Flair's opponent for WrestleMania. So who is this person that is going to overcome Charlotte Flair, put fans out of their misery, and lead us into a new direction following WrestleMania? Stay tuned, I'll let you know. Right, so let's get into it. Like we said, Charlotte Flair is going into the Royal Rumble, and because she's champion, I think she needs to enter it first. This is very similar to what Brock Lesnar done in 2020. Enter the Rumble first, prove you're the real champion, throw everyone else out. I think that's what she needs to do here. I think it makes sense. She's the queen. Let her kind of open up the Royal Rumble, as well as also being the person on SmackDown a couple weeks ago that announced the Women's Rumble, announced the names that was going to come back and be involved, and basically launched it on SmackDown to get the fans excited for the upcoming Royal Rumble. This past week on SmackDown, we saw her confront Lita, the returning Lita that is going to be in the Royal Rumble. Lita said that, the one thing she hasn't done is win the Royal Rumble because Royal Rumbles weren't around in her day, and that's when Charlotte Flair came out and said, I'm going to be in this Rumble. I'm going to be the one to win it. I'm going to be the one to pick my competitor for WrestleMania. In this promo, Charlotte also took digs at the likes of Trish Stratus, saying that when Trish Stratus didn't want to be a mum anymore, she wanted to step back in the ring. She stood in the ring with myself, Charlotte Flair, and I beat her and sent her back to her kids. So I think Charlotte Flair could have a really nice story arc in this match of defeating the legends, those that came before her, those that made the name before Charlotte Flair and paved the way. Charlotte Flair should be taking out Lita, Trish Stratus if she appears, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Michelle McCool, any of those kind of names, Charlotte Flair should completely wipe out of the Rumble. Most eliminations in the Rumble should still be reserved for some of the younger talents, maybe a Rhea Ripley, maybe Bianca Belair, just to give them an accolade in case they don't win the Rumble. There's still something they really achieved in this match. But yeah, Charlotte Flair should solely focus on getting rid of the women that came before her. So like I say, we go through the entire Rumble, and maybe the last three people in the Rumble should be Charlotte Flair, who came in at number 1, so she's also playing as well as champion, the Iron Woman of this Rumble, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. The three last women of the 2021 Royal Rumble, so a lot of symmetry there. Now we are waiting for number 30 and who that is going to be. 3, 2, 1, we get the sound. And all of a sudden, everywhere goes black. Maybe like a spotlight on those in the ring. Maybe some smoke by the entranceway. Something to prolong the suspense of who is entering this match. Maybe something of like an entrance that we haven't seen before. Before it is finally revealed that number 30 is Asuka. Asuka, who would be returning from an injury. I think Asuka's out with an arm injury right now. She has been since maybe about July last year, July 2021. No one has seen Asuka in WWE. Asuka also went undrafted at the October WWE draft, so no one even knows what brand she belongs to. But yes, Asuka returns at the Royal Rumble. Now we know Asuka won the Royal Rumble in 2018 and went on to face Charlotte at WrestleMania and lost to Charlotte. Asuka also lost her Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 2021 against Rhea Ripley. So maybe we even get some type of look between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair because they know the menace that is about to enter this match. Asuka eventually gets into the ring, and maybe the one person that doesn't have any experience of Asuka, Bianca Belair, thinks that, she's the strongest, the quickest and all that jazz, and goes straight after Asuka. Asuka maneuvers Bianca Belair straight out of this match, and it's left with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, who are absolutely bricking it right now because they know what Asuka is capable of. Before too long, Asuka eliminates Rhea Ripley from the match, and Asuka stares down Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair telling her, we've done this before, you cannot overcome me. Remember what happened last time? I was ready for Asuka, but all the talking doesn't matter. Asuka eliminates Charlotte Flair and Asuka wins the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble match. So now we get Charlotte Flair going to WrestleMania, which she was probably always going to do, but it's not going to be on her terms. She isn't going to pick her competitor. Asuka has won the Royal Rumble and she will face Asuka at the Royal Rumble. We can get the usual stuff in between, maybe the likes of Natalya with all these Guinness World Records that she has. She wants to also go to WrestleMania. Natalya versus Asuka, maybe at the Saudi show, because Natalya was also the first woman to have a match in Saudi Arabia, I believe. So that could tie in quite nicely. If Natalya beats Asuka, Natalya can also be entered into the match at WrestleMania. But no, Asuka gets won over, beats Natalya in Saudi Arabia, and we remain having Asuka versus Charlotte for the Smackdown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And of course, there's only one right way for this story to end. Asuka gets the win over Charlotte. She avenges her loss at WrestleMania in 2018, and Asuka becomes the new Smackdown Women's Champion. So there are a couple things I will just throw in here just so you guys know. I do still think Bianca Belair is winning the Royal Rumble. Instead of Asuka becoming a 2-time Royal Rumble winner, I think it probably is going to be Bianca Belair to become a 2-time Royal Rumble winner and go on to face Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. I do think that is going to happen. But if there is anyone that is not on the roster right now that I do think is probably primed to win this match, I would go with Asuka. I don't know the status of her injury, if she's even fit to come back yet. If she is, I'm going with Asuka. If she isn't, and they do want to give it to someone other than Belair, I'm actually going to go with Io Shirai. And I would have the exact same storyline going through. Charlotte eliminating all the legends, Io Shirai coming in at number 30 in the Rumble. Obviously, Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair have all had previous NXT In Your House. They had that triple threat match for the NXT Championship, which Io Shirai won. So you could have the same story arc of Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair being completely bamboozled and frightened that Io Shirai has now entered this match, and Io Shirai winning the Royal Rumble creates a new star, propels her to the main roster, and she goes on to win at WrestleMania. New star made. New star made, and I would absolutely do that. That might actually be better than my initial idea of Asuka coming back. You guys let me know down below in the comments, but I think that is how I would book Charlotte Flair between now and WrestleMania, and Charlotte Flair in the Royal Rumble match. Like I said, let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you think is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble as well. We're going to have a lot of Royal Rumble predictions coming up in the channel over the next few weeks, so you guys make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Hit the notification bell as well, and if you enjoyed today's video, leave me with a big thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.